have 7 points on the board. So yeah, let's finish this off with a good start.
Now to kick this one away.
Michael Vick hurdled someone, but I switched to the other quarterback because
about a yard
this
deep.
quarterback has like a special play for him.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
I'm about to switch back.
You actually talk to your audience, really.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial.
Come on, brother. How? I'm gonna push.
Mike Vick.
I'm gonna push you, good.
Michael
Vick. They'll be commanded by the veteran QB, the former Walter Payton Man of the Year in the league, Eli Manning.
When you look at the numbers that Eli Manning posted in 2017, there's plenty of cause for concern. Lowest yards per completion of his career. Fewest yards passes since 2008. His numbers continue to drop in terms of touchdowns and rising in terms of interceptions. But he's one of the fiercest competitors in the league, even if you can't tell it by his demeanor. And no, you don't hear about his workout program like Tom Brady and Drew Brees. But this is a guy that burns to win and wants to get back on the top of the heap.
Where's everyone at now? Where's everyone at there?
First and 10, here's Manning. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, wow. Some those.
And the starting offense now for the Giants.
This kid got the quad rocket.
This passing attack is Evan Ingram, who was a rookie out of Mississippi in 2017. Gave the Giants 722 yards through the air and a whole lot of excitement.
It's kind of like what I'm wearing now, not these.
And win one-on-one routes against defensive backs.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
And you remember pre-draft, there was a lot of speculation if the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012 when Matt Bradshaw did it then. That goes for a gain of 31.
And plus, tomorrow you don't even have work.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Out of the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Now Manning. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
But my player just got juked,
from
so
21
we don't really
yards
talk about that.
away. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate.
It was like a 6v1 and I still cleaned it out, Jaden.
Gets that run after the catch, and off
it was like a 6v1, but they're surrounding me, and they didn't know where I was. And I just like totally wrecked him.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point.
I'm wrecking them and wrecking them and wrecking them.
That's good with the extra point, and that will get a one closer.
Looking for the rest.
Running into the kicker. Defense.
So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
That'll be taken in the end zone. A little juke. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken. Back onto the field comes the offense for the Madden Legends. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do.
What the heck?
But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Like
While we have a second on that incompletion, we got to talk about Linval Joseph.
Oh, you're so trash. You know, I am so trash.
Interception return for a touchdown, and then you saw him on the sideline with the glasses and the oxygen mask after.
Yeah,
Hey guys,
not just a football,
bye-bye.
but probably about 350 pounds.
Yeah.
Down the sideline
Lucas,
and scoring. But how about the contrast?
Yeah.
Marcus May, the defensive back for the New York Jets, he gets a pick in the end zone. Brings it all the way back, but he's the last play of the game. And Cortland Sutton, the rookie out of Best.
I want 50 V-Bucks. Bro, I could legit buy tier 43, but, you know, who buys it? 8. Bro, Scotty, stupid challenges. 25 matches to complete 7 daily challenges. Oh, I need to do that. And then the next Dory challenge.
They have to get their pass rush pumped up.
And then I'll do tier 43 and get
Here
that.
goes Vic on 4th down. And some room to work.
I got you, Taylor.
Boy, a real
That's
head
first.
scratcher
That's
there.
first.
And it'll be a turnover.
After this match, I have to leave.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points.
Mom, after this match,
I mean, I get it if it's a
I have to
late game
leave.
situation, maybe even 4th
Mom.
and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle to Beckham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down. Beckham had an interesting feat in Week 5, that game against Carolina that you saw, Charles. First Giant to both catch and throw a touchdown pass in the same game since the Hall of Famer Frank Gifford did it way back in 1959.
Yeah, playing the old position.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Rhett Ellison, an 11-yard touchdown.
No one.
And the Giants are in for
You
6.
have it? Go take a shower, you stinky
Roses now
boy.
to add the PAT.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially, but now even more so because
Mom, Aiden
these
didn't
tight
take a
ends
shower.
aren't necessarily the tight ends of old.
Oh, you took a
They're the
shower.
rocked-up wide
Little
receivers
nasty
who have a
boy.
little bit more
Bro, do
speed,
you know you still
way
have a
harder to
broadcast
cover
on?
than before.
Hope you know that.
Roses now to kick this one away.
Talking about your brother.
Oh, Aiden, you just got embarrassed.
This fielded
He
at the
didn't have
2.
his spring on. Look. How many years?
And it's a pretty good
You said
return here
25.
to get it up to
You
the
saw it,
29-yard
kid.
line.
25 years.
Out
We
now
got
come the
Madden there.
Legends. And last time this unit was out here,
I don't care
costly
what I did.
turnover, and then that turned into 6 points.
In my
They've got to
head.
make amends.
How did it
And how
go?
many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up.
Stay on my
See if
head.
they can
Nice
recoup
game.
and recover. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really
Jaden, are you
illustrate
bad at
different ways
Fortnite?
to game plan against this guy because you
No.
know he can throw the football. But how
That's
about his
great.
use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for
I
them.
mean, I'm
Yeah, those
good,
plays,
but not
those
good
2 that you
enough.
just mentioned, a microcosm.
Not
really
good
of how
enough.
it can hurt you. They go
Can
play
you please
action
be
here on 1st
quiet?
down. Throw right side is Horn, but it's held in
Can you
Gonzalez.
please be
Put
quiet?
on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
Oh yeah, we got 3.
2
Yeah,
catches, 2
you know,
touchdowns
we got a
here
rookie,
so
brother.
far. And the Madden
We have
Legends
4.
with the extra point to tie
Yes, I
this
told you they're
football
rookie,
game.
bro.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. Just think about the transformation
No, I'm gonna
throughout
run
his
outside.
career.
I'm gonna
From
run
Atlanta,
outside.
where he would take off and go
No.
at just about the drop of a hat.
Because that's
and turn
5%
defenses into
of.
mush.
So
And
if
then
we
by the end of his
capture
career in Philadelphia,
BBAEC, I think we'll get 200%.
yet still had those great legs. When necessary, they help get him out of trouble.
And this
Jaden,
will
don't
not
you
be
think I know
returnable.
shot
It's out of the
myself?
back of the end zone for
Huh?
a touchback.
Don't you think I need
The
shot
New
it?
York Giants coming
Jaden,
back
you're
at it for the next
risky,
offensive
buddy.
possession.
I'm
And,
just
you know,
playing.
2018 is starting a lot
Ooh,
like
Aiden,
2017 for
you're
the men
risky,
in blue.
buddy.
Remember,
What did
last
he
year
say?
3-13, and now Charles through 5.
He said he's better than
What's
me.
going on in New York?
Yeah, they were for to begin 2017. Look, here's
Jaden, bro, your sister can listen better than you. She went to the office. You had to get Miss Buller to tell you to go to the office, bro.
To me?
Yeah.
Yeah, because my dad picked me up. My dad picked me up from there.
So give him credit for that.
Yeah.
It has to come together at the same time.
Where?
The defense has had so much
Why did
pressure put on it.
Yeah, Aiden, I don't know why you're talking to yourself.
Because the offense hadn't
At
scored
least
enough.
I'm not the
I
person
thought this was one of their best performances against Carolina of the year.
No, he said that. No, he gave you a compliment. I said you're doo-doo, or you're doo-doo, brother. And I was talking to you, but I didn't ask him. He said he was better than me, though.
Oh, never mind.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I thought he said you're doo-doo. But never mind.
But you know, whenever I say that, I actually don't mean it.
On 1st down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
You hate whenever Malachi makes fun of you?
2nd down.
Yeah.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when
They're gonna be like, shut up, that's what you're doing. You feel bold.
Wait,
I know he's not playing around.
Didn't happen on that play.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Ready?
Shot!
A reminder coming up here at halftime will ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis.
This really doesn't count as a match. It's really kind of video.
Now Manning.
If I was up more than 10 kills, I'm playing on the video. Rookie, brother. Rookie, brother. Come here, baby. Why am I saying that much? Come here, baby.
He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of
One
touchdown
shot,
passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
What do you think is going? How do you have shield? The default.
The Madden legends heading back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Eluding the pressure away, and they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Ew, did you just fart? You stink, bro. Go take a shower. You're not even playing. You stink. You smell like you just farted.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you
Oh,
are exactly
you're
correct.
nasty. Go
Trying to
take
turn
a
that into
shower.
a positive game. Vic readies to throw. This is going to be
After this match, it's almost over. We already have 24%. They only have 2.
When Tony Gonzalez makes catches, sometimes it feels bad.
My
like
kill
it's
now.
almost routine. And that's really not what
So
the deal
every
is. This is a
time
guy
you
that has to
kill
work his way
someone,
open on every play because he's such a feature
No.
guy.
Every
But
time
he's
you
also a
have
guy that throughout his career, there's a little bit of a loyalty and a soft spot for Kansas City, his first team. When he went to Atlanta, did you know he kept his mouthpiece?
That's caught inside the 20. And this results in 6 touchdowns. Randy Moss, as the first half is winding down, and the Madden legends have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of the second quarter. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Scoring summary.
Battlehan, what do you think you're doing, brother? You done shot myself.
Wait, you need it, Dan, to get that?
Yeah.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants.
You just ran up and one
Second
time in the
quarter
face.
onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
I have killed somebody that they have 4 HP and I only have 9 or 12 HP. I still killed them. One was a red knight, the other was, I don't know.
That they can try these
I'm
sorts of
like,
things
brother.
and them later.
Throwing on first down is Manning. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Whoa.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Oh, shoot.
Well, now mine is, come here, default.
From the gun, it's Madden. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
I mean, I think I did. He killed 3 people at one time. It was a 3v1.
Oh, yeah.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right?
Brucey, you didn't even put in any work. Michael Vick put in all the work.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead. We resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
And
no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Solo.
They're down here,
So
but
that's
very much in this
60,
game.
63.
What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half. And we got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down.
I knew it. I knew it.
And 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Mom, Aiden doesn't have to take a shower.
When you abandon the running game, it's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people,
44%, Mom.
Start it again occasionally.
All they have is 13.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Ah, yes, Reggie White. I remember when they first started calling him the Minister of Defense. It was back at the University of Tennessee. Snuffing out plays like that. Did you see that tackle for a loss? I remember him turning around the LSU game in 1983 with a similar play. Reggie White, one of the all-time greats.
13-time Pro Bowler Reggie White. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes Randy Moss and company as they take the field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way. Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
First down, Vick. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Vick now,
Dude, all I have
4
is
of
2
6
guns right
since
now.
taking over, and he's got a first down.
All you have is 2 guns?
Yeah, I'm still working with this.
Oh, Vic, I'm about to beat you with this one.
Here's Michael Vick. Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he
All
goes.
people
B.J. Goodson able to drop him for a loss of a couple. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
To throw, Vic. Incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defense
under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Flushed out. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kareem Martin, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
4th down, Vic.
What's
Throwing down, and it's complete. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push. Are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between. If they get into a situation, might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 10. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Manning now on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Manning will try again on 2nd down. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Manning, and he lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them
You don't
down.
have to. Just because you're high don't mean you have to
We
survive.
have seen a lot on the scoreboard
No, you
here this
can,
quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. A giant first down, Manning to an open Beckham.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision.
And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Derek Brooks in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's got some space here. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
What's up, CJ? CJ. Never mind, he left.
Manning now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Manning throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough to start you out a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And Ingram holds it in.
Incomplete.
A good pickup there, a 22.
How is that not incomplete?
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Oh my gosh, of course it's the first one. Oh no, sorry. Look at his face.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Back to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back onto the field comes the offense for the Madden Legends. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now Michael Vick. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Olivier Vernon. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Tough spot for the Legends now after the sack as Vick leads them up 3rd and long. Vick to throw. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. And remember here, no timeouts.
And this may be a case of too little, too late, unless they throw one towards the end zone and get a Hail Mary.
Vick now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
It's
a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out now come the Legends. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game.
And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he will have a touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.
Leave a like. See you later, guys. See you later.